Good evening. My name is Kelly Wright, and I would like to share with you some tips for surviving and thriving, a realistic guide to conference chaos. I am currently at an early childhood education conference and have been to lots of in the past, and just want to share with you some tips and tricks to let you know how to make it a little bit more successful and comfortable. So starting out, first thing you need to do is prepare. Make sure that you secure your travel and your lodging. Sometimes your company will pay for that, sometimes they won't. It is ideal to get a room by yourself, but do know that sometimes you will have to room with a colleague. Research the location or the city that you are going to be visiting. That way, if you would like to do a little sightseeing while you're there, you might not have a whole lot of time to travel around, but if you do, it would be great to check out the city that you are in. So get to know it before you go so you can plan that time when your meetings and sessions are done, that you can do a little bit in the city that you're in. And also go ahead and set a budget. Your company, again, might be giving you some, per diem or traveling expenses. If not, you need to be really careful about how you plan for your budget while you will be away from home. Second, what to pack. So first thing you need to think about is layering your outfits. When you're at a conference, you never know what the temperature is going to be like in the venue that you are at. So have something very comfortable, something you can have a jacket, take on and off, comfortable shoes. Typically conferences are at a huge venue where you are walking from place to place. So you'll want to make sure that you have lots of good options so that you're comfortable throughout the day. Also, don't forget to pack your laptop and your chargers for any devices that you bring with you. And pack a backpack or some kind of bag that you can take with you to the conference. Lots of times there are things that you will be given from the conference. They might even give you a bag, but just in case not, make sure that you have something that you can carry your items in. Some things that I suggest having in your bag that you take to your conference are snacks. You never know when you're going to get breaks, how crowded the lunch areas are going to be, things like that. So it's a great idea to have some snacks with you, and I really recommend some hard candy. I myself have a very hard time staying awake in some sessions. Even if the speaker is very dynamic and engaging, you're very tired, and hard candy tends to keep me awake. Also, it needs to be fun. So get you a fun notebook, a bunch of colorful pens. I listen better when I'm doodling, so it helps me to have, a variety of pens to play with and a fun notebook to write in. Be sure that you stay well hydrated. Again, when you're traveling, depending on riding in a car or plane, it's just very important to stay hydrated. And you're walking around a lot so that you don't get sick or anything like that. Make sure you have, water with you, some good liquid. And use your time wisely. So once you arrive at the conference, you want to register early. Registration can be a madhouse at conferences. So if you have the advantage of getting there maybe the night before when they have an earlier registration, go ahead and register. Get those packets. Get familiar with your schedule, exactly what classes you're going to when. Map out the meeting rooms, where you're going to need to go, how much time you have in between your sessions, so that I'm going from A to B and it's going to take me a while, or I've got some time to take a break. And go ahead and plan your meals. Am I going to go out to lunch? Am I going to pack something to take with me for lunch? Just make sure you've got that day mapped out, so as soon as you get to the conference to begin with, you are ready. Make the most of your time while you are at the conference. Even though you might be introverted, try to reach out there. Go visit the vendors that are at the conference. It's a little intimidating because some of them are very salesy. However, they have lots of great giveaways, good information. It's a great way to network. Just put yourself out there a little bit. Introduce yourself to people in your classes that you will be taking. Introduce yourselves to the speakers if possible, especially if it's someone that you have admired. Be sure to reach out to them. They love to talk to their audience. Have with you some contact info cards so that if you do, some of your best resources are going to be those colleagues that are in sessions with you, and have something ready so that you can give them your contact information and you can stay in contact with them once you leave the sessions. Try to save your sanity. So, few little tips: arrive early to the sessions that you are scheduled for. I in particular like to get a seat on the end of a row. Ideally in your sessions you will have a table that you can sit at. You'll have your notebook and pens and things. Sometimes you don't. You will just be sitting in a chair, so that's where the notebook comes in handy. You'll have something hard to write on. But it is great to sit on the end so that you do have a little bit more leg room. If you need to get up and stretch, that's very important to do sometimes during the sessions, to just keep that blood flowing, keep yourself awake. Then you can be on the end and you won't be too distracting when you get up and leave. When you take your breaks, if time permits, go outside. Sometimes it can get so overwhelming in the indoor spaces. It's great to step outside, get some fresh air, walk around a little bit. This particular conference that I'm at right now actually had a wellness room, which was an incredible addition that I've never seen before. A place that you could go if you were feeling overwhelmed, you needed somewhere quiet. You could go to this wellness room. So that's a great idea to save your sanity. So hopefully you will have lots of opportunities to go to some professional conferences. They are wonderful. They are exhausting. It is information overload. But if you can prepare, make the most of your time, really engage and get some good information. I hope that these tips will help you to have a very successful conference experience in your future. Thank you.